If you're stuck in the friend zone right now, it is absolutely your fault. And in the next 5 to 10 minutes, I'm going to explain to you exactly how you got yourself in there in the first place so you can make sure it never happens again. And if you're stuck in the friend zone right now, I'll show you the best strategy for getting out of it. The friend category. Guys will sometimes not be flirty and instead just act friendly to a girl they first meet. When you first meet a girl, she'll typically categorize you as potential boyfriend material, or she'll just put you into the friend category. You have a limited amount of time to make a lasting impression when you first meet a girl, so it's best to make your intentions clear from the start. By flirting with her from the start and making it known that you've categorized her as potential girlfriend material as opposed to just a friend, you'll set the vibe and dynamic early on that this could potentially lead to something romantic. This is crucial because if you meet a girl and only ever act friendly towards her, then suddenly tell her you like her 3 months later, she's gonna be like, what the fuck? Why didn't you tell me this whole time? Why are you just acting like my friend? Why'd you never flirt with me? Why'd you never set a romantic frame, etc.? Why did you wait so long to tell me? It feels like it's coming out of nowhere, like it's coming out of left field, and she's gonna lose a massive amount of respect for you because you were too pussy to just be man enough and make your intentions clear or go for it. And trust me, that is the absolute last thing you want, because when she loses respect for you, it's almost impossible to recover from. Take advantage of the first impression that you make with a girl by showing her that you're a good romantic match for her. And that brings me to my next point, the fear of failure. Guys avoid being man to woman or steering the conversation in a romantic way out of pure fear because they don't want to lose. Meaning they don't want to take the risk and show the girl they're romantically interested because they're afraid of the girl rejecting them. So by being nice, by not being polarizing and playing it safe, they prevent themselves from losing and being rejected. What you're really doing though is you're sacrificing your long-term success and your long-term potential for short-term comfort. You're avoiding pain and suffering in the short term, however, you're just prolonging it and pushing it off to the long term because you're guaranteeing that you're never going to get the girl. In order to get the women you like, you have to play to win. If you're only ever playing to not lose, then you're just guaranteeing yourself that you're going to fail and guaranteeing that you'll never get the potential outcome you want. In anything in life, if you want some sort of potential reward, there is always a risk involved. There is always a risk associated with it. And all of this time that you spend avoiding that risk and staying in your comfort zone and bracing yourself to do something is wasted time. Because the truth is, at the end of the day, there's just going to come a point where you have to just go up and fucking do it. And if you're too afraid to do that, and if you're constantly trying to put yourself in a position to prepare for it and brace for it, you're just wasting lots of time. And when it's time to actually go and do it, it's still going to be just as painful. You cannot brace for these sorts of things. You cannot prepare to overcome uncomfortable emotions. The only way out is right through it. So all of this time spent dancing around it and mentally preparing yourself and making sure you're in the right mindset for it is really just a pussy-ass excuse and your way, your body's way, your mind's way of holding you in the same place of your comfort zone and your zone of familiarity. Here's the thing you need to wrap your head around if you're afraid of failure. If you like a girl and you don't date her, then you failed entirely. Be willing to take the risk and communicate to the girl that you're interested in her. Otherwise, you are completely wasting your time. The friend zone is really just a pussy-ass excuse that guys use to complain and put the blame on the girl when the reality is that they did a shitty job communicating to the girl that they liked her. If you're in the friend zone right now, it is your fault, because most guys meet a girl and initially get too scared to make a move and just stay there forever in analysis paralysis, not making a move. It is a coward's play, a rookie mistake. What you have to do is make a decision. Either you're going to go after her or you're not. Make that decision when you meet a girl early on. If you don't, you ruin the tone of the whole relationship and ruin your chances of building attraction. A lot of guys let their fear of getting rejected get in the way so much, they end up rejecting themselves by doing nothing. This is what you need to understand. Inaction is an action. You think your inaction is putting off your decision. However, inaction is a decision in and of itself. You are deciding to completely check out of the game entirely. You are deciding to not put yourself out there. And when you check out of the game like this, what you're actually doing is you're lying to yourself. Instead of facing the cold hard fact that you decided to do nothing and that you are actively invested in your own failure, you're just saying, oh, I'll do it later. Oh, it's not the right time. Oh, you know, what if she says no? I'll just wait till I think she's gonna say yes. And all of these things are rooted in fear. But here's the thing, you are not your fear. The fear is just an emotion that's separate from you. You do not have to identify with your fear. You can feel the fear, you can be uncomfortable by the fear, but you can still acknowledge that the fear is not going to get you where you need to go, and that fear has ran your entire life up until this point. To give you some perspective to move past it, here's actually what you should fear more: not making a move, because when you don't make a move, you're trapped in limbo forever, thinking what if or what could have been, while you listen to her complain about the new guy she hooked up with, or hear him blow her back out outside while you wait for them to be done. The hallmark of a man is his ability to make decisions, and if you can't make a decision, no woman will ever respect you. If you meet a girl and you're unsure whether you want to pursue her or not, just be a little flirty and playful anyways. You don't need to make a physical move or ask her out, but set the frame that you two have a playful dynamic that is more romantic than it is friendly. Don't hang out with her or talk to her too much. If you spend too much time being friends with her and build too deep a connection in the friend frame, and then you end up changing your mind later and wanting to date her, you're now putting yourself in a position where it's an uphill battle. So it's better to keep these girls at a little bit of an arm's distance so that you don't ruin your future chances with her. How to escape. To escape the friend zone, you need to be moved from the friend category to the potential boyfriend category. To do this, you need to create a radical shift in her perception of you. I recommend doing this by cutting contact with her for a while, so when you reconnect, you can introduce those romantically charged man-to-woman elements in your interactions with the girl. The friend zone comes from too much availability and lack of scarcity. When you're too readily available for the girl, there's no urgency for her to date you or to even see you. Without this urgency, there's no attraction and no sexual tension. That sense of urgency is absolutely crucial in creating sexual attraction and desire. So keep that in mind anytime you have interactions with a girl. If you're in the friend zone, it's because you don't know how to effectively have a romantically charged interaction with a girl. And if that's something you're struggling with, I just put together a 100% free course showing you the exact process for flirting with and building deep attraction with women that is romantic across dating apps, Instagram, and in-person interaction. It's the exact same system I've been using with my private clients for years, and I finally released a screenshot summary overview of how it all works for free. All you gotta do is click the link below to check it out. You guys have been loving it so far, and I've had lots of emails from you guys saying how helpful it's been for getting dates. Now you may be wondering, why would you release something for free? I really just released it because I wanted to show you guys my gratitude for sticking with me on this long journey this channel has been on over the last 7 years, and it's my way of giving back to you guys. So please feel free to take 100% advantage of it. And if you like it, please let me know. Make sure you subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.